Alright, good morning. We're starting off. We're going to be going after some elk this morning. We have the 300. Mute that. We've got a mission here that we picked up yesterday to shoot a male elk from 100 meters or less, which is honestly a lot harder than it sounds, I think. For our loadout today, I don't know if there's a way to see that. There we go. We're going to be taking the elk collar, the 300. We still got the 243 and the binoculars. I have not been able to purchase the 308 yet, which was my plan next. I decided to go ahead and just get the elk call, just see if it could help us out with this, and hopefully we can complete one of these perks down here. One of these is to be better at calling and unlock the level 3 calls and all that. Yeah, here we go. 10-30 animals. And then you get second and third level calls. So we need the second and third level to be able to shoot higher fitness males for pretty much all callers. So we'll start working on that a little bit. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll reset the time. I got a pretty decent little elk zone down here. That is not the bedroom. There we go. Got a pretty decent little elk drink zone that I found yesterday that they seem to frequent. So we're going to set up here. It starts at about 9 o'clock, and they're normally someplace in the general area. Oh, whoops. Okay, there we go. We're good. Running a little late. It's normal, right? Set the alarm for 5 o'clock and you don't get up till 6. It's all good. Let's run over here and get our Jeep. We'll just take the green one just because it's at the top. It's easier. Probably should delete some of these tracking markers now that I think about it, but it's all good. We'll jump the Jeep off a cliff and see if we can't find something that way. I think we can just cut through over here and get out, if I remember right. So far, I put about 8 hours into the game yesterday total. Really like it. It's very... For a video game, it's a whole lot more realistic than any hunting game I've ever played. The hit animations on the animals are awesome. The tracking is kind of difficult. I mean, I'm not saying that I've not been able to find animals. The biggest issue I have is when you shoot animals near water, and like if they cross the water, it can be hard to pick up the blood trail on the other side. That's about the only animals that I've lost that happened with. I shot a deer yesterday that happened with, but I really don't know how it even happened because I felt like I made a pretty good shot on him. He shouldn't have really went far, and I shot a whitetail with the 300, which up to this point has pretty much dropped stuff almost on the spot. But yeah, for whatever reason, the deer ran off a little ways, and I was never able to recover him. That's pretty much one of the only animals I lost. I did lose a wolf as well. I don't really know what happened with that one. It was kind of a far shot. It was about 250 meters, I think. And I shot at him and hit him good. I had good blood, but I just couldn't track it anymore. We got some mule deer crossing the road. We'll leave them alone. I've picked up quite a few missions. This one is one of the like hunting area unlock missions. So I've got another one that I need to do. It's shoot a whitetail deer in the heart. I've been kind of struggling with that. Like, it's not hard to hit the heart with the concussion damage from the bullet or whatever it's called, but it is kind of hard to hit them directly in the heart with the bullet. I haven't. I've only had like 2 heart shots out of all my kills so far, and yeah, so I'm struggling with that one a little bit, but we'll try to maybe get that one done a little later on today too. Alright. Had to get myself situated here a little bit before we get into actual elk territory. We're also... Oh, we got pheasants all over the road. Oh, we blasted one. Alright. Where'd he go? Oops. See if we got a 5-star here. Oh, it doesn't give you a star rating. He was a mature. I'm not 100%, but I feel like that was a 5-star. No, it couldn't have been. It's a 67% genetics. No way. The stars are all filled in the back. It makes it look like you just ran over a 5-star animal. I was like, oh, dang. Well, there's that one wasted. Let's see here. We gotta continue to the right. I do really like these markers. They're very, very convenient for blood tracking and everything. Like yesterday I shot a whitetail, and it wasn't like a great shot, but it wasn't terrible. Like it was, what is that, a fox? Won't show me. Yeah, shot the whitetail though, hit lungs, but it just apparently wasn't good enough, and he ran quite a ways. But with the tracking markers, I was able to pretty much just drop drop a marker on every piece of blood that I found. I ended up having probably close to 50 or 60 markers laid out. But it was nice to be able to, like, if I lost the trail, I could back up, look at the blood again, see kind of where. Oh, okay. We got to go down here and then take a left. I was about to do some off-roading. We'll stick to the road. Yeah, I think if you go up that valley there, it goes to the cabin where I picked up the mission for the that I'm doing right now, the elk mission. Plus, there is a pretty good bull over here. There's a 4-star mature that I found. I've seen him several times running through the trees and stuff, but I've never actually been able to, like, get a shot at him. They always spook before I can get a shot, so that's why we're gonna maybe try the caller. Like I said, I don't think it'll call him in because he's a pretty good bull, but maybe we can bring the herd and he'll follow along. Oh dang, I missed my turn. That's alright. We will go ahead and just park the Jeep right here because we're kind of getting close to where we want to be anyways. They're going to tell me how far that is? I'm kind of close. It's someplace right up there. So we've unlocked the trait to be able to use the hunter sense while walking. That's very, very convenient. That's probably the most useful perk that I've got so far. I haven't really noticed a difference with the like the zeroing and, or not the zeroing, but the walked over a track or something, with the breath hold perks and all that kind of stuff. We got a zone up here. Let's go ahead and pick that up. I would say it's pretty important to pick up as many zones as you can possibly find. Like right now we're in an elk feed zone, which makes sense, like, because right on the other side of this hill is the river where we're going to be kind of hunting their drink zone at. So it makes sense that they kind of move back and forth between here and there, and there's probably a bedding area, I would guess, assume someplace up in these trees. If the devs did a good job, which I'm sure they did on their... Got a pheasant up there. I am pretty new to the whole live streaming thing. This is only, I think, my 5th or 6th video total. But I figured this is a good game to start out on because it's something that I actually enjoy. Let's take a look at those and see if there's anything might be worth remembering. I got a 2-star mature, 1-star adult, 1-star adult. Whatever. Don't care if we spook those off. Uh, yeah, so it's basically my second day of live streaming ever. But I figured with a brand new game coming out, and it's something that I will enjoy playing quite a bit, might as well maybe try it out and share my hunts with other people. So, what the heck is this? Oh, is this one of the campsites? I haven't found these yet. Okay, so we picked up a mission off of that. I don't necessarily want a mission. Okay, okay. Set our time to 8:57. Okay. Campsite. Oh, sweet. I've been wondering about these. I've heard that there's like campsites in the game, but I haven't been able to find them yet. So finding one is pretty sweet because this is like a really good spot. There's like a ton of elk in this general area, and whitetails live all through here. Like, I think it was, oh no, it was up here, never mind, where I was killing whitetails at yesterday. Like that's where I shot that buck that ran pretty far. He actually crossed over and like ran all the way up here. But yeah, this general area is all pretty good all the way up through here. I'm trying to unlock this area too. This is where I got the mission for the heart shot on a whitetail. I would like to unlock that area to hunt because I think it would probably be pretty good. Let's go ahead and make sure. Okay, let's set a marker. Let's remove it, and then let's place one. So we don't have any old ones from yesterday. As far as I can tell, the markers stay on the screen for as long as you leave them there until you clear them out. So that's kind of nice, and I think you can have pretty much an unlimited amount of them. Except yesterday, what the heck was that? Oh, we got a female elk down here. They have been alerted to our presence. We're going to slow down. We might try to get up here to a good vantage point and maybe try out the collar. I haven't really tried a collar at all. That doesn't really... Okay, that sounded kind of like an elk. The like first thing that we heard there kind of sounds like a dog barking more than an elk, but 200 meters. How far away is that hillside? 100 meters. Oh, I just see him moving through there. See if we can get a view on anything here. There's another one right there. Okay. They're alerted, but they're not spooked. I will say elk are kind of difficult on this game, like to get anywhere in range of. They must have been like right here. It's good to know that within like 50 meters of the campsite you can find some elk. We've got a good wind though, so that's positive. We've got to kill a bull from within 100 meters. Thought I heard a stick break someplace back there. Hey, slow down. For people that didn't know, there is like a creep mode, I guess. Like if you right click on the stick, you'll get you'll go into like this slower moving mode, and then there's like the normal walk speed, and then there's like a run, which the normal walk speed is still kind of like a light jog, I think, because you do still kind of scare some stuff. I think that tree lit up. Yeah, it did. I got some kind of zone right there then. Check that out on our way to get the elk, or get to the elk. I do like that you don't hip fire on this game, because who in their right mind is honestly going to hip fire a big game rifle like a 300 with a scope on it? There we go. Okay, cows don't bugle, but that's okay. I can't be mad at it. It's at least letting me know where they're at. She's like going nuts over there though. You do have to take things a lot slower in this game than other games that I've played. I hate to keep making Call of the Wild comparisons, but it is like probably the most popular hunting game on the market, and the one that I've spent the most time playing. So it's kind of easy to make those comparisons, but it's much more realistic than Call of the Wild. Personally, I don't see myself really playing Call of the Wild anymore. I like this game a lot better, just because of the realism factor, and it's challenging. You're not going to run around and kill whole herds of animals. You can't shoot and run and shoot and run, and it just doesn't work like that. And you can't just sit there and wait for an animal to come back to you on a zone, and that wouldn't happen in real life either. So that's one thing that I like quite a bit about this game. When you shoot, they run. Now they may run 300-400 meters and stop, but that's kind of normal. Most animals don't run for days and days and days, depending on where you're at, of course. I think they're right down in this draw, right on the other side of this hill. Oh, what happened to my scope? There we go. That was weird. Never had that happen before. There are some glitches and some bugs in the game, as kind of to be expected on the initial release anymore. Used to be people had to actually put out a good game because you couldn't download patches. But overall, it's nothing has been like game breaking by any means. I do wish that you could like do spotting with the scope and like get the information off the animal. All it gives you is like the hit or the ballistic information for the gun when you look through the scope. She must be like right there. Just can't see her. The feed zone again, we're still in it. She's calm and 150 meters out. That's 90 meters. 90 meters. Okay. Oh, there they are. Alright, so we got a bull here, a couple of cows. Let's how do we use this thing? We'll rip a bugle down in there and see what happens. Get our gun back out so we can see. Oop. And here they come. They look like they're looking at me. So I got that little flashing icon down there above my wind. Looks like it's showing showing that the bugle is still active and bringing them in. Oh, they are alert. I don't really know how. I'm pretty far still. for this challenge, we've got to shoot a bull from under... Oh shit, they're spooked. Shoot an elk from under 100 meters. Where'd they go? Alright, they're running out that way. They are covering some ground. Oh, there's one right there. Squeaked out the back. What is that, a cow? Yep. She's gonna run right by me. I kind of want to follow them up there. I feel like if we can get up on top of that hill, it's pretty open on the back side of that. And we might have a little bit better shot. This was kind of a tough spot just because of the hillside and the slope and what was that? I don't know. Whatever. But we know that they went someplace in that general direction. We're gonna walk down here and get this zone real quick because this might be like a rest zone or something. I don't know. Might just be more of their feeding zone. Yeah, it's just the eating zone. Okay. I could have had a shot on that bull if I really wanted it, but I really want to get that shot under 100 meters. That way I can finish that mission up, and then we can start long range shooting them. Maybe calling wasn't such a good idea. I don't know if it like brings attention to the area you're in, maybe, and that might not help. I don't really know. But they did like immediately start looking up at me. Better stay kind of down to the left of them if we can, because the wind is not the greatest. This is another thing that's kind of weird, as you just like walk through trees. Like there's nothing on them that's like a hitbox, I guess, in a way. So I don't know, it doesn't feel right because your player doesn't like step up. He just keeps on keeping on. I did get stuck in a tree yesterday. That was kind of weird. I was like creeping along, and the tree just like that I was standing next to, I just got stuck in it. A deer track. It wasn't a big deal though. I got out of it. I just had to like stand up and jump, and player got out. But I did have one crash yesterday, and I don't even know if it was a crash or what happened. It just kind of went to the loading screen and then stopped loading. So, but that was the only real like game-breaking experience that I've had so far. Everything else has been like minor, kind of like that thing when I pulled the scope up a few minutes ago and it was blacked out. Like, let go of the aim button, pull it up again, and it works just fine. So, I think they went someplace out in this direction. which has the potential to be good because it's more open. If we pushed them out into this like meadow down here, we might be able to see them and make some kind of move. I don't think they would have ran all the way out across there, but I don't know. They might have. We got some sign up here. What do we got? Deer tracks. Not what I'm looking for. Well, I kind of am. See, maybe we can't get something to call back to us. Let us know where they're at. Is that a deer or is that a rock? Rock. I have no idea where they went. Because this would probably be about the area they would have ran to. Fox need zone, alright. White-tailed deer. These were going to be kind of an opportunity kill anyways, because I was going that direction, trying to get to that drink zone down by the river. I think I would have seen them by now if they were out here. What was that little pop-up for? Oh, mule deer. Huh. Just disappeared. All right. I have been getting this like weird thing where it's like the map isn't rendering in as well. Like it's not giving me a range out there. Anything over to, but it does render in over there to a certain point and then it stops. So I don't know what causes that. We got a terrible wind for this. I'll walk up this way, but that's okay. Not too concerned about a mule deer doe anyways, but I wouldn't mind the money so that we... Oh, there she is. Or he is. Okay. How far is that? 250? Oh, that's a whitetail. I need one of those. Alright, let's switch guns here. Zoomed all the way in. Let's try to get to 200. Getting to 200 meters doesn't seem to be an issue. Getting under that is kind of where things start to become challenging. The other thing I don't like is, for some reason, the small game animals do this weird, like, clipping thing, which I don't know if you can see on the stream, like that fox is doing out there, where they just kind of, like, don't move smoothly. Adult male 1-star. That is a prime candidate for a bullet this morning. So we're going to hopefully finish up that, challenge. I really studied the, like, anatomy in the game of the deer yesterday on the last one I shot, because I thought I made a good heart shot. So hopefully we can drop this one with a heart shot. I just want to make sure that I'm at, like, a zeroed range so that my bullet pretty much impacts exactly where I want it to. Uh-oh. What was that? Whatever. It's easy to get sidetracked. Gotta stay focused. Even though we're supposed to be hunting elk right now. The one good thing is if you do hit a heart shot, you know it pretty much immediately, because the animal just, like, drops. So, or they take like 2 or 3 steps and then drop. All right. Probably gonna call this good. All right, let's get out our 243. We'll try to do it with the proper gun for them as well. Okay, we want to zoom in as much as we can. What was that? Mule deer. Don't care. All right. We'll let him kind of... Let me see if I can lay down and still see him to get a shot. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. That's better. I don't know whether that was a good shot or not, because he didn't drop. I feel like a heart shot, he would have fallen pretty much immediately. This has seemed to be about the best way to track stuff when you shoot it. As I always drop a marker where I shot it, and then if I can follow it while it runs off, I will do that, and then kind of mark along the way. Like, from a distance, you can even see the blood trail going out across there, so that's cool. I feel like that was a pretty good hit. Like, he's probably going down up there. There's quite a bit of blood at the shot location. I could see it on the ground, and then he was sick, so I don't think he ran too far up into the trees up there. Alright, let's where are you doing, lady? Somehow we managed to shoot right over those deer's head, and it didn't seem to scare them. The other thing you kind of have to be aware of is just because you shot something and it laid down doesn't mean that it's dead. Looks like there's some more blood there. Let's go ahead and mark that as our start tracking point. It is a lot easier to hunt stuff out in these open grassland areas. You can just see it from further away, so it makes it easier. A drink zone, cool. I thought I saw like a feed zone or something up here, kind of where I shot him at, so we'll see if we can maybe pick that up. Where did that come from? I don't like the little pop-up thing that keeps, like, flashing. Okay, I swear to God, I'm not going crazy. I hear an elk, like, chuckling and bugling. I heard a stick break. Yeah, I got my hunter sense turned on. Just to make sure. It's one thing, you kind of leave that on sometimes and you forget like what the real world looks like, and then you turn that on and it's like, holy crap, it's so bright. Because it kind of makes it like dark. I don't know how easy it is to tell in the stream, but alright, so someplace up in here we should have normally it gives you like a little sound indicator thing whenever you start hearing cracking. Okay. Thought he went someplace right up in here. Should have died pretty quick. Thought. Let's see here. I didn't even see my blood trail either. I guess I wasn't really paying that much attention. Let me go back. I should have just shot him with the 300, but I'm trying to make that money. There was blood someplace right in here. Oh, what was that? Did I find it? Did my blood trail disappear? I haven't experienced this bug yet, if it even is a bug. I've heard about it, about the blood trails disappearing. But that appears to be what happened. Because I was marking blood all along the way and marking his route. And I'm not seeing anything. That's some tracks. So he was standing right out in here when we shot. There should be some blood someplace. A pile of it. Alright. So I guess that bug just happened to us. That's great. That's pretty annoying. That's probably the most significant thing I've seen up to this point. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to try to do this the old-fashioned way then. Just kind of walk in the general direction that we saw him. The problem is if they fall in like a bush or something, it's almost like impossible to see them. And you're not going to see them from a distance or anything. He's kind of turned and ran up this way. Unless maybe the deer and everything disappeared? I don't know. I do have the like glow effect on for the bodies, but you can only see that if you have like a direct line of sight with them. And you still have to be pretty close. I just don't picture him running that far. He was hit good, I thought. Alright, well, what time is it? Almost 9 o'clock. Let's get back to the original plan here of killing some elk. Let's go ahead and remove all of our tracking markers again. We're going to put one back down there. And let's get to stepping. I believe 9 o'clock is when elk start drinking. Yep, 9 o'clock. So we'll get up over here. We've got a good wind. Hopefully they're on that river bottom once we get over there, or someplace in that general area. I don't know which direction these elk went that we first saw over here. Should have shot one just to get it out of the way. I think that's what we need to do, is kill an elk to grease the wheels, then we can maybe kill a couple more. Because I haven't actually shot one yet, so. Also don't really understand how this guy slings his gun, because there is no sling on the sling point down there. It's just the empty hook, so that's kind of strange, but whatever. It's just trees cracking. I don't know. Thought I heard something walking. pretty much crouch everywhere I go when I'm actually hunting, it seems like. If I'm not, like, just trying to get from point A to point B really quick. I do also like to set markers for stuff, like, let's zoom out so I can see a little bit more here. I'll set a marker if I'm going, you know, a couple hundred, if I have to travel a kilometer or so, set a marker, and then once I get to about 400, 500 meters out, then I'll kind of slow down and start walking. But that seems to be a good distance to not spook stuff so far. We also picked up a story mission. Something about like a radio transmission thing that we might go check out after we try this out for a little bit. See if we can't get a little bit more money for the 308. This early on in the game, I'm trying to just save up money and buy like the best weapons I can. That way I don't have to like continuously upgrade. Like, I thought about buying the 7mm 08, but because it's like 2,000, it's like if I just save that money. Oh man, I called that. I got the rest zone for them, got their drink zone right over this hill, and we got a feed zone over that way. Time. Okay. Still got a little while. They should be drinking. Prior to the game's release, I was kind of, not sad, but wishing that they would have added in archery equipment, you know, add some bows, maybe crossbows, whatever. But after playing it, it's kind of hard to get in range of stuff, even with a rifle, so I can only imagine trying to bow hunt, like, which maybe the callers would help with that. You can set up with a good wind and start calling and bring stuff to you, but still almost have to find them as well. And what is that? Oh, baby. 100 meters. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop walking. Dang. Let's lay down here. Let's get our binoculars out. I'll actually do a little bit of recon on these. It does do some kind of weird stuff when you lay down on a hillside like that. It's a little annoying. Okay, I guess we're gonna crouch up. 3-star mature mule deer. I thought there was a whitetail. That one looked like a whitetail. That's by far the biggest mule deer buck we've seen, so let's go ahead and try to take him, I guess. Target of opportunity. 70, 80 meters. I'll just wait on him, let him walk out from behind that tree, and oh, that's a doe. The reload mechanics are a little weird sometimes. You have to sometimes you have to aim to reload. It is what it is. It's not that big a deal. I do like that they added the one in the chamber function. That's kind of nice. Not that it really matters because I pretty much constantly reload, but it's realistic at least. If you throw a 4-round mag in and you put one in the chamber, you're going to have 5 rounds. So, okay, I don't see our big buck running off with them. So that's good. Potentially a good sign. Medium amount of blood, air bubbles, so we got a lung shot for sure. Alright, and there's some blood. So this is the method I like to use to track them. I just start dropping markers everywhere that I see a piece of blood. And sometimes you can kind of get the markers going quite a ways out in front of you. Other times you just kind of gotta go nice and slow and okay, so we got that. It's like there's some there on that branch. Wait, no, there's not. There we go, there's some. Okay, whoops, didn't mean to drop 2 there. And there's sometimes, if you're in the trees, it seems like it works a little better, where you'll get a glowing line. I think being out in the bright sun like this, it doesn't work nearly as good. There we go. There we go. There we go. See if we see him laying up there someplace. That would be way easier than trying to follow this. I don't think he would have went far. It felt like we made a pretty good shot. Oh, yeah, see there? I would kind of see it flashing off in the distance. So then you got a nice little trail to follow up. Oh, well, they're all hanging out right there still. Adult male. Should we try another shot at one? Young male, I don't really want to shoot young ones. I mean, if they're just gonna stand there, we'll shoot one with the 300 too. Maybe we can drop it. How far is that? About 100? That's our young male. Yeah, there's a heart shot. Okay. That's more of what we're looking for. Okay. So let's see here. Let me mark that spot real quick so I don't lose him. Alright, so we for sure got one down. That's good. We got his body marked, so... For whatever reason, I feel like that other deer... Oh, did I just see some? Yeah, there we go. It's probably laying in this brush or something. Let's see here. Let's get on our line. Just kind of creep along here. Is that blood? Nope. Offline just a little bit. Kind of seemed like he was veering to the right just a bit. Well, this is awkward. We had a really good blood trail. I am doing a terrible job at finding animals so far this morning. I haven't really had this issue before. The one I'm not going to blame on myself. When the blood trail completely disappears, there's not much you can do. I see, like, there are deers flashing. Let's go pick this one up, and then we'll come back and try to find that one before this gets all screwed up. Okay, I could have sworn I dropped a marker on this. Oh, I did. It just felt, well, that's a flower. So that was a heart shot with the bullet. And we did shoot it with 300 max, so we lost some money. That's okay. Adult male, 1 star, low genetics. That was probably a good deer to take. We got here. We lost 33 kilograms, so about a third by shooting it with the 300, but that's okay. Okay. I just had a pop-up saying something went wrong with save data. I don't know what that means. Where the heck is our other deer at? Is the real question. Keeps giving me an error message that something went wrong with the save data. Like it's not auto-saving properly or something. I feel like we might we might need to close the game out and start fresh, because, well, no, our blood didn't disappear here, so it is like freaking out right now and doing all kinds of weird stuff. That save data prompt is really annoying. If I start doing weird stuff with the controls, that's why. It's because the game is like... Okay, so let's check. We got $5,100. We're going to restart the game, restart the stream here. Check for an update. Nope. Okay.